Welcome to North Activations with Rain. What I have posted, I had to take down. So that's why you haven't seen a video recently. And lately, I've started doing more sessions with my own teacher. Again. I'm all in when I decide to do something. And I've been seeing things like people trying to compare themselves to me by putting stuff out there, real change, real transformation, real results right now. If that works for them, good. But I haven't tried to compete with anybody. I don't believe in competition, and I never did. I never compared myself to anyone. Why should I? It never made sense to me to do something like that. I don't try to copy anybody. I'm not interested in that. I'm not trying to be anybody else. Why should I do that? Nor do I try to outdo them with, anything like what I've seen. But the thing is, this work chose me. And when that happened, I stayed on top of it. No matter what, no matter who laughed, no matter who was obnoxious, no matter who was sarcastic, no matter who laughed, I could care less. Because everybody's got an opinion, and opinions don't really matter. I would never put something out there, real results right now. All I I know is I have stayed true to this since day one. And I've been doing it round the clock since I started. I challenge anyone on the face of this earth to experience what I've experienced in the way that I had to. And I'd like to see how far you'd get. I'd like to see if you'd still be standing as well. And like I said the last time, I was trying to figure out my own style of how I wanted to do these sessions. And I guess I will know that when that time comes, when that happens. So, when you're going within, it's more than just a meditation. It bypasses the logical mind and goes directly to your heart. It's not supposed to be understood by the mind. And if that is what your mind is doing, all the more reason to sit in stillness more often on a daily basis. And there's a lot that you're unaware of. And you're never going to find out if you keep doing what you've always done. If you keep doing what you've always done, you've always get what you've always gotten. Meaning, if you're in the world and of the world. And when I say, when you do these activations, these sessions, you can go deeper. You can. It all depends on what you're looking for, what you're searching for. I love it when people say, oh, transformation overnight. If it were that easy, it would have happened for me, but it didn't. So I don't know what kind of transformation they're talking about. Maybe it's just a shift in your consciousness. Still. When you're traveling on the unknown path, which is the path less traveled, how can you expect for everything to change overnight in an instant? It didn't for me. That's why I never compare myself to anybody. Because everybody's on their own journey. And they'll get it when they're supposed to get it. And only their heart knows that. Their higher self knows that. And recently I've been thinking, wow, I'm older than dirt. But yet, I've come back from the future to help myself. It's kind of mind-boggling to wrap your mind around that. How can you be that old and yet still come back from the future to help yourself? And there's only one way, and it's to go through it. Because if there was an easy way out, I would have found that already. But I'm one of the few people on the planet that just kept going and going and going, because it's what I felt. And listened and kept acting on. Could you really jump into something knowing absolutely nothing about it, not knowing anyone that's doing it, and not being able to talk to anyone about it? And could you go it alone if you had to? Would you do whatever it takes? To stay focused on your alignment, on your vibration. And when you receive a message, do you listen? Do you really hear the messages? Or are you ignoring them and listening to what the world is telling you? And if you're listening to the world, then you have to ask yourself, go in your heart and ask how much of it is truth. And if it's serving your highest and best. If not, then it's better to toss it and start over. Because if your beliefs are holding you back and they're just keeping you stuck, then why believe it anymore? I haven't done a session I haven't done an activation in a while now. I mean, I haven't put one up, is what I'm saying. I just wanted you to receive that, and then I'll see how I feel about doing one later tonight or tomorrow. But I only want to do it when I feel it. I don't want to force it. I just want it to be natural and come through me. If I'm not feeling it, I don't do it. Because last year I stayed on top of it every single day, more than, one a day. And then I had someone complain about what I was doing. I'm doing what I can with what I have right now. And nobody has the right to say anything negative about anything I'm doing. Because I don't sit there wasting my time analyzing what somebody else is doing and then give them negative feedback to where their video is silenced or taken down. That is someone who is not well, who's doing something like that. And then when I hear from YouTube, of course, YouTube, cowardly, has nothing to say. Doesn't have any information as to what the name of the person is or the proof of them actually saying that they are who they say they are. Just because someone has an ID, a license, doesn't mean that that's their ID, that's who they really are. You can tell. So they didn't say anything about anything. They just cowardly listened to whoever complained, and that's all they said. But YouTube has not yet had my back to stand up for me. To anyone else that is complaining. And what kind of time do you have on your hands to be complaining about what I'm doing? This information and these sessions that I put out, when I do put out the sessions, are for those that are ready for it. It's those that are so tired of what's going on, and they're just fed up with everything. Because they know there's more. And if you're one of those that feel too much, that's even better. Because I know that is not an easy thing to manage. But you can do it if you have the desire to do so. I couldn't do it on my own. I had to have a teacher. Because there was so much I didn't know. But I kept putting one foot in front of the other, and I kept going no matter what. So that's all I want to share for right now, and I'll see how I feel about doing another activation either tonight or tomorrow. because I still have my own sessions to do, and that's a couple hours worth. And then I have some other things I need to do, which I'm not too thrilled about tomorrow, so I've got a full day. I stayed on top of these when I didn't have a job. Now I have a job and I have to work around that schedule, and I have another job on top of that job. So, and as far as getting paid what I'm worth, that'd be a beautiful thing if that were, if that was happening right now. But I'm doing this, these, giving this information and doing the sessions when I feel it. I'm doing this with a cracked phone and no computers. So like I said, I'm making do with what I have. And anyone who has the audacity to complain about anything that I do or have been doing, I challenge you to walk a mile in my shoes and experience everything I did in the way that I did, and I'd like to see how far you'd get. If not, then please zip it, because I don't have time for nonsense. This is only for those that are ready and serious. Because like I said, there are others who do not want you to wake up. They want you to keep doing what you're doing because you're right where they want you. And how do you expect to raise your consciousness if you keep doing that? If you have anything you'd like to share, any comments, or if you'd like me to do an energy reading, you could send me a photo at reinadhabsburg@gmail.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. The more people this reaches, the better. Those that are ready for this will find it. Those that really don't have it together will look away and won't make time for it. Because they don't have what it takes. Only those that have what it takes will be here and stay on top of these. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.